What's up, guys? Chris here on lunch break. I'm going to try to make this fast, friendly, and efficient, so I'm just going to roll us all out here. I've got 18 games that are confirmed to release in October for PC. I'm going to show them to you in the order that they will be released. I'll have a link to the full trailer down in the description. Be sure to let me know which games you're excited about down in the comments below. And while you're down there, go ahead and like and subscribe to help me reach my first goal of 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate that. That'll encourage me to create more content like this. Also, while you're in the comments, let me know what you think about this format. If this is how you like it, I'll be sure to do the same for November and each month going forward. All right, so first up, we've got Master Detective Archives Raincoat Plus. This game combines mystery-solving gameplay with supernatural elements. It's set in a dark, neo-noir world where players take on the role of a master detective who can manipulate time and space to solve crimes. What sets it apart is its narrative style. It's gripping detective work mixed with paranormal twists. Players must navigate crime scenes, gather clues, and uncover hidden layers of conspiracy, all while unraveling supernatural occurrences. The artwork is dark and moody, and it has a blend of cyberpunk aesthetics and classic detective tropes. The game focuses heavily on both crime solving and challenging puzzles within a narrative-heavy experience. Master Detective Archives Raincoat Plus is set to release October 1st, 2024. Also releasing October 1st is Throne in Liberty. I know there's a lot of buzz around this one. This is an MMORPG that has been generating tons of excitement for its massive open world and its flexible class system. Throne in Liberty is a fantasy MMORPG where players control their destiny, seamlessly transitioning between PvP and PvE combat. The world is dynamic with a changing day and night cycle, weather effects, and large-scale battles where hundreds of players can participate at once. Weather and terrain impact the gameplay, adding an extra layer of strategy to fights. And players can swap between different combat roles like DPS, support, or tank on the fly. Let me know if you guys are going to be checking out this one. I think it's one I might check out myself. Releasing October 3rd is Kill Knight. Kill Knight is a gritty, dark fantasy action RPG known for its brutal combat system that has an emphasis on precision, timing, and parrying. Players can forge weapons, armor, and abilities to tailor their knight for each combat encounter. The game embraces a no-holds-barred style of medieval warfare, focusing heavily on tactical combat and harsh consequences for death. With its deep lore and dark story, this game offers players a challenge in both gameplay and narrative. Players can expect betrayal, alliances, and a dark medieval fantasy setting. Another one for the 3rd is MechWarrior 5 Clans. This game continues the popular MechWarrior franchise, but adds a new narrative focused on clan warfare. In this game, you'll engage in faction-based warfare and choose allegiances that shape the story. Players will pilot giant mechs in tactical combat missions as they battle for dominance, and you can tailor your mech to suit your playstyle with weapons, armors, and gadgets. The immersive cockpit controls, destructive environments, who doesn't love that, and real-time strategy elements make MechWarrior 5 Clans a unique experience for both mech lovers and tactical gamers. And another one. October 3rd, we have Victory Heat Rally. Not a whole lot to say about this one. It's a retro-inspired racing game with a colorful, cartoonish aesthetic that offers fast-paced arcade racing. Players can customize their vehicles and characters, giving them a unique charm and variety. It's built to appeal to fans of classic 90s racing games while modernizing the experience for today's gamers. Its fast-paced racing and accessible controls make the game easy to jump into, but hard to master. Each racer has unique stats and customization options. The bold, bright colors and nostalgic pixel art style aim to give this game a charming feel. Coming October 4th is SpongeBob SquarePants, the Patrick Star game. Focusing on SpongeBob's lovable sidekick, the Patrick Star game delivers a whimsical, lighthearted platformer set in the underwater world of Bikini Bottom. Players will go on an adventure filled with witty dialogue and slapstick comedy straight from the show. And it's easy to understand controls and mechanics make it suitable for younger players. In this game, you'll play as Patrick and interact with the iconic SpongeBob characters in a fun, laid-back adventure. Another one coming on the 4th is a bit of a tongue twister. Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream is based on the popular anime Sword Art Online. This game offers an open-world RPG experience set in the series' virtual reality world. With a combination of engaging action, combat, and social elements, it attracts both anime fans and RPG enthusiasts. The story picks up after Alice, if you know, you know, I guess, with the protagonist trapped in yet another VR world filled with danger. Fractured Daydream features dynamic swordplay with a mix of magic-based attacks, multiplayer co-op where you can team up with friends to take on tough bosses and explore the open world together, and an original plot that continues from the anime series. Arriving on the 8th, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. This is the first major expansion for Diablo 4, introducing a new chapter in the game's grim, dark fantasy world. This expansion delves deeper into the lore, focusing on the rise of Mephisto and the player's fight against a new demonic cult. What are y'all's thoughts on Diablo 4? A buddy convinced me to play Diablo 3, and I love the combat style. Something about mowing down hordes of mobs just kind of put a smile on your face, but man, these things are getting darker and darker. I try to tell myself I'm the good guy killing demons, but I just don't want to invite that stuff into my home anymore. What are your thoughts about it? Let me know below. This expansion includes a new playable character class, the Ravager, with unique abilities centered around shadow magic and soul manipulation. It includes new regions filled with dangerous enemies, hidden secrets, and legendary loot, along with new dungeons, raids, and high-level challenges to keep players engaged after completing the main story. Another one for the 8th is Silent Hill 2 Remake. This remake reimagines one of the most iconic survival horror games ever made. With modernized graphics, enhanced sound design, and updated gameplay mechanics, it keeps the psychological horror intact while improving upon the game's immersion. The eerie town of Silent Hill, filled with fog, strange creatures, and terrifying atmosphere, make a return in full detail, now powered by next-gen hardware. This game features tense survival mechanics with limited resources and terrifying enemies. Players must carefully manage their items and decisions to survive. Now, based on my comments on Diablo 4, you can probably guess that this one isn't for me, but let me know if it is for you. How many of you are excited about this one? Coming up on October 11th is Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. This game delivers high-octane fighting action for fans of the Dragon Ball Z franchise. The game features a massive roster of characters spanning the entirety of the anime and manga, allowing players to relive iconic battles or create their own matchups. Its fast-paced aerial combat is a signature of the series, and it's designed to capture the intensity and spectacle of the anime. Sparking Zero includes characters from all Dragon Ball Z sagas, including Z, Super, and GT. The combat is high speed, and 3D battles take place in destructive environments that add to the dynamic feel. Players can transform mid-battle, unlocking new abilities and power boosts, staying true to the anime's iconic power-ups. I know a lot of you are looking forward to this one. Let me know if that's you. October 17th, another horror game, A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. I guess because it's October, you just kind of expect that there'd be a lot of horror games. Anyway, this survival horror game brings the terrifying atmosphere of A Quiet Place into a fully interactive world. Players must navigate a post-apocalyptic landscape filled with deadly creatures that hunt by sound. What makes this game stand out is its tension-building gameplay, as players must use silence and strategy to survive in a world where every noise can be deadly. It's perfect for fans of stealth and survival horror. In this game, you would avoid making noise or use sound tactically to distract your enemies. The game expands upon the world of the films, introducing new characters and storylines. Players manage limited resources, and the constant threat of noise-activated monsters creates a tense, nerve-wracking experience. October 18th, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed. I'm always on the lookout for a good PC game that I can play with my kids, so I'm a little excited about this one. Fans of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise are in for a treat with Mutants Unleashed, an action-packed brawler that lets players control all 4 turtles in a co-op adventure. The game features vibrant, comic book-style visuals and combines fun, fast-paced combat with humor and references from across the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle lore. It's a nostalgic trip for longtime fans and accessible fun for new players. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can play with up to 4 players, each controlling one of the turtles, using their unique weapons and abilities. You'll face off against iconic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle foes like Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady, and you will emphasize quick combos, teamwork, and environmental interactions in battles. Let me know if you think I should grab this for me and my kids and put that on our other channel. Also, let me know if you'll be playing it yourself. Heading towards the end of the month now, October 29th, Clock Tower Rewind is a remastered version of the original Clock Tower, a cult classic survival horror game from the 1990s. This remake modernizes the gameplay while keeping the essence of the psychological horror intact. Players take on the role of a character trapped in a mansion with the infamous Scissor Man and must use stealth, puzzles, and their wits to survive. While keeping the retro horror atmosphere, the game offers improved visuals and more responsive controls. Scissorman, the iconic antagonist, stalks players throughout the game, creating a constant sense of danger. The game features multiple endings depending on how players interact with the environment and solve puzzles. October 29th, Post Trauma. Post Trauma is a psychological horror game inspired by the classic Silent Hill series. The game places players in the shoes of a man trapped in a nightmarish world where reality is warped. Its haunting environments and slow burn horror create an atmosphere of constant dread. Fans of psychological horror games that focus on atmosphere and storytelling will be drawn to its chilling visuals and disturbing narrative. The game combines exploration, puzzle solving, and resource management. It focuses on mental trauma and twisted reality with an unsettling story that leaves players questioning what's real. The game's unsettling sound design and disturbing visuals create an immersive horror experience. So basically, another creepy one if you're into that sort of thing. We finally hit the end of the month, October 31st, with Dragon Age: The Veilguard. The Veilguard is the latest installment in the Dragon Age series, known for its deep RPG mechanics, rich storytelling, and complex character interactions. Set in a world on the brink of disaster, players lead a group of heroes to stop a force threatening to tear down the veil between the living and the dead. Fans of fantasy RPGs will love its immersive lore, deep world building, and tactical combat. Decisions players make throughout the game affect relationships, the storyline, and the world. Players can pause combat to issue commands to party members or engage in real-time action. In Dragon Age, you'll explore massive open-world environments filled with lore, side quests, and hidden treasures. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of a sucker for any game with a dragon in it, so I might be checking this one out. If it's something you might check out as well, let me know. Another October 31st release, Raiden Nova. Raiden Nova is a top-down, fast-paced shoot-'em-up, or shmup as some people like to call it, that harkens back to the classic arcade style. Players pilot powerful starships, battling waves of enemies and gigantic bosses in a neon-lit galaxy. With its high-energy gameplay and bright, explosive visuals, Raiden Nova offers a thrilling experience for fans of the genre. In Raiden Nova, you'll have high-speed, twitch reflex combat with powerful power-ups and devastating weapons. Players can team up for co-op missions or complete in score-based challenges. Its vibrant, retro-inspired visual style will make this game a treat for fans of old-school arcade shooters. And last but not least, also on October 31st, is Redacted. At least I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. Redacted, supposedly, is a roguelike survival horror game set in Black Iron Prison, a maximum security facility on Jupiter's icy moon, Callisto. This game builds on the roguelike mechanics by introducing a dynamic survival element where players, as a prison guard, must fight through waves of infected inmates, dangerous rival survivors, and their own reanimated corpses to reach the last escape pod. Each death in the game is an opportunity to learn and adapt, allowing players to build stronger loadouts with new weapons, suits, and skills. Besides the terrifying infected, other survivors, including deranged custodians and gangsters, all compete for escape, adding tension and unpredictable encounters. After dying, players can encounter and battle their last corpse, which retains all the equipment and upgrades they had, making it a challenging and rewarding fight. I think that's a pretty interesting twist. Most games just kind of give you what you lost if you find your body. In this game, you got to fight for it. So players can also opt for an extremely risky final run through the prison to unlock powerful gear if they succeed, but if they fail, they lose everything. This one looks like it might actually be pretty fun. Let me know if you think so. And that's going to be a wrap for this one. Be sure to like and subscribe below, and thanks for watching.